So much like most of you, lockdown has driven me completely insane. So in my quest to find something to do, I found this Hunger Games simulator thing. I don't even really care about the Hunger Games or anything like that, I don't even really know how it works, but I thought wouldn't it be fun if I put every single incarnation of the Doctor in there? Obviously it needs like 24 people, so I had to stretch a bit, leading us to have quite a few alternate Doctors in there. But just to break down, in District 1 we have the first Doctor and the Peter Cushing Doctor. District 2 we have the second Doctor and the third Doctor. District 3 we have both the alternate first Doctors and the fourth Doctor. In District 4 we have the fifth Doctor and the Rowan Atkinson Doctor from Curse of the Fatal Death.
Rejuvenating my physical form and granting me even more power over the cosmos.
And I notice breasts.
District 5 we have the 6th Doctor and the Valeyard. District 6 we have the 7th Doctor and the 8th Doctor. District 7 we have two of the other Curse of Fatal Death Doctors.
Oh dear, now look at that. I've gone and used up 3 whole bodies in just under a minute, and all because I forgot to unplug first. That really was terribly silly of me.
District 8 we have another Curse of the Fatal Death Doctor and the Schalke Doctor from the 2003 Scream of the Schalke. District 9 we have the War Doctor and the 9th Doctor. District 10 we have the 10th Doctor and the Metacrisis Doctor. District 11, 11th Doctor and 12th Doctor. District 12, 13th Doctor and the Ruth Doctor. I tried to sort of pair them up as best as I could, but it doesn't really matter which districts are who. Usually it never really comes down to a district against each other or anything like that. But it will be interesting to see what kind of partnerships are formed. Will we get all the new Who Doctors versus the classic Who Doctors versus the alternate Doctors? In some of my test simulations I've had stuff like that happen, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of plays out and who wins. So yeah, I think let's just go. At the moment, everyone is just running away from the centre. We've already got a death. The alternate first Doctors have killed the Hugh Grant Doctor, so that's the first death already. Let's see, the 6th Doctor has scared the 9th Doctor away. You know, when you look at the 6th Doctor, it's not very surprising that he can have that effect. More people just running away, not really trying to gather anything. Oh, great. That's amazing. 7th Doctor literally just stepped off the podium too soon and he's blown himself up. That's not very much in character for him, unless he crops up at the end and turned out he faked his own death and was actually orchestrating the whole thing. If that happens, that would make more sense. Oh, and this will drive a lot of people very insane. The Ruth Doctor has broken the 4th Doctor's nose for some bread. I can definitely see some corners of the internet being very upset about that. And that's the end of the first stage. 9th Doctor has sprained his ankle running away from Peter Cushing Doctor. I mean, obviously no offence to Peter Cushing, but he's not exactly very spry. So it's quite surprising that 9th Doctor was in such a haste to get away. Oh, this is interesting. The 10th Doctor has forced the 6th Doctor to kill either the Metacrisis Doctor or the Joanna Lumley Doctor, and he decided to kill the Metacrisis Doctor. So that's quite interesting, because obviously the 10th Doctor and the Metacrisis Doctor are they're pretty much the same person. So I guess the 10th Doctor was just trying to get himself out of the competition in a way, because obviously he knows what the Metacrisis Doctor can do, so once you try and eliminate that, then it's a bit easier. So that might be his tactic there. The Schalke Doctor scares off the 13th Doctor. When you're a real life Doctor and you see a cartoon Doctor running at you, I think you would be pretty scared, especially when you look at what the Schalke Doctor actually looks like. It's not exactly easy on the eyes. There's an interesting team up here. The 11th Doctor and the 4th Doctor are actually teaming up. The 2nd Doctor and the 12th Doctor are also having a little partnership there. The Jim Broadbent Doctor has actually been a bit sneaky and tried stealing from the 3rd Doctor. That might be how he plays it, because, you know, as we all know if you've watched Curse of Fatal Death, Jim Broadbent Doctor is a bit useless, so he might be trying to sneak his way through.
Oh, bugger!
Doctor?
Valeyard runs away from the War Doctor. Now that's interesting, because as we all know, the Valeyard is supposed to be the evil incarnation of the Doctor, but if he's scared of the War Doctor, then I guess that shows how bad the War Doctor is. That's the end of the first day. We've had 3 deaths already, those being the 7th Doctor, the Hugh Grant Doctor and the Metacrisis Doctor. In the lead in terms of deaths, well, the only person to have 2 people have actually killed people. Those are the Herndl, David Bradley alternate first Doctors and the 6th Doctor. No one else has actually killed anyone, because, you know, one of those deaths was the 7th Doctor falling off the podium and blowing himself up, which, you know, not a great way to go. So let's see what happens in the first night. Ooh, okay, so the 13th Doctor has spared Rowan Atkinson Doctor. Schalke Doctor and the Cushing Doctor are now working together. You know, as I said, alternate Doctors, they might be teaming up. We got a group of four here. They'll just, you know, telling each other ghost stories. Imagine Paul McGann has a few from Big Finish days. Third Doctor is screaming for help. I don't think UNIT are going to be there. And we got another group of four here. You know, that's a solid core, that. You know, 5th Doctor, War Doctor, 10th Doctor, 6th Doctor and 4th Doctor all working together. You know, that's two of the most popular Doctors. I reckon if they stick together, they could easily wipe out everyone else. The 9th Doctor is on his own. No surprises there. So as dawn days on day 2, let's see what happens. 2nd Doctor actually gets straight in on a Schalke Doctor, but doesn't manage to kill him. 10th Doctor is just exploring. Atkinson Doctor makes a wooden spear. Oh wow, okay, this is another very stupid way to go. The 13th Doctor poisons the War Doctor's drink, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Sorry if you're a 13th Doctor fan, but I'd say that's probably even worse than how the 7th Doctor went out, because that's just... How do you do that? The 6th Doctor chases the Valiard, which that makes sense, given how we know what those two are like with Trial of a Time Lord. And yet at the end of that day, the only death is the 13th Doctor, which I won't repeat how that happened. Oh, and she broke his nose earlier, but now the Ruth Doctor has actually killed the 4th Doctor, which, if those people on the internet weren't annoyed already, they'll definitely be annoyed now. And the 1st Doctor killing the 9th Doctor with a sickle. Oh, and obviously earlier we had the 10th Doctor forcing someone to kill someone on his behalf, but now we've actually had the alternate 1st Doctors do that to him. So he either had to kill the 8th Doctor or the 11th Doctor, and he decided to kill the 11th Doctor. I guess he was jealous about how the 11th Doctor managed to succeed after him and steal his thunder a bit. Lucky escape from the 8th Doctor though. Now, Jim Broadbent Doctor has actually set the 2nd Doctor on fire with a Molotov, so, you know, I said he might be playing it cautious earlier, but here he goes, just taking out one of the most popular Doctors with a Molotov, so I wonder if he's going to slither his way through. So now, okay, so the Schalke Doctor getting revenge for the 4th Doctor, killing the Ruth Doctor while she sleeps. We've got quite a few makeshift alliances coming through, such as the 8th Doctor and the 3rd Doctor, the alternate 1st Doctors and the Rowan Atkinson Doctor. 1st Doctor trying to take away his alternate counterpart, but Peter Cushing manages to escape. So, oh wow, okay, so there's a hurricane, and the Atkinson Doctor pushes the alternate 1st Doctors into an incoming boulder, so that gets them out of the way. The War Doctor and the 6th Doctor are both sucked into the hurricane, so that wipes them out. And oh wow, the Valiard living up to his reputation here. He stabs the 5th Doctor and then pushes him into the hurricane. And that's exactly what the Peter Cushing Doctor does to the 10th Doctor. So yeah, the alternate Doctors are putting up a bit of a stand here. I think they're doing quite well. Well, I say that, but then the 8th Doctor pushes Joanna Lumley into an incoming boulder.
Look, it's got 3 settings.
So it'll be interesting to see how it evens up at this point. Because now the 1st Doctor has also died. This Schalke Doctor's been sucked into the hurricane. This hurricane's really taken out pretty much everyone. I mean, now the 12th Doctor's dead as well. So I think we're only looking at about a couple of Doctors left. Because that's quite the death toll in one round. That's 14 in one round. That's pretty much everyone. So now, yeah, that's a lot of damage.
No, that's a lot of damage!
The 8th Doctor and the 3rd Doctor are now the only real Doctors around. So we got 3 alternate Doctors, the Valiard, and now 2 normal Doctors, who are both classic Who Doctors. So I don't know, I think the alternate Doctors could actually manage to sneak through here. And it's quite interesting because no one's actually had more than 2 kills. Everyone has basically just died of natural disasters or their own stupidity, really. So I think this is probably going to be the last round because there's so few people. So let's see what happens, because yeah, just look at all those people wiped out in one round. And there we go. That's two deaths already. Rowan Atkinson kills Peter Cushing. The 8th Doctor kills the 3rd Doctor, and now the Jim Broadbent Doctor has died of hunger. So that only leaves us with Rowan Atkinson, 8th Doctor and the Valiard. It could go 3 of either ways. Nope, there we go. Just as I was saying that, the Atkinson Doctor kills the 8th Doctor and the Valeyard bleeds out. So, the winner, Rowan Atkinson Doctor from Curse of the Fatal Death. Not the way I thought it would go. Really anticlimactic ending because the Valeyard just died on his own. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that it ended like that, and obviously if it hadn't been for the Hurricane, I think it would have gone a lot longer and might have been more interesting, but that Hurricane really just wiped everyone out. But I do find it interesting that the alternate Doctors had a really good run there. As you see, towards the bottom of the leaderboard, almost all of them are actual in the show Doctors. The rest are mainly the alternate ones when you get to the top 10. Obviously I know this is a bit different to the usual stuff. I was just bored and I really wanted to make a video of this thing. If you want more, let me know. I might be able to try and maybe do a bigger one with the Morbius Doctors and the Timeless Children or something. So let me know if you want more. If you enjoy it, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.